Alright guys, so in the last video we set up the base package for Backpack. We have our backend login and dashboard. Now we're going to continue on with this documentation and we're going to install Backpack CRUD. And what this does is it allows us to create CRUD resources. So anything that you want to be able to create, read, update, and delete, whether it's to-dos or it could be customers, blog posts, anything you want. And this makes it really easy. Once we set this up, we'll be able to use generators to easily create CRUD resources, because you can either manually create the files yourself, or you can use a generator. So first thing we'll do is install Backpack CRUD. So let's go over here and go to, let's see, Composer, and we're going to say require Backpack/CRUD. Alright, and we're going to also have to add the provider as we do with all packages. So let's copy that and go to our config folder and then app.php. Go down to the providers and let's go right here and paste that in, just like we did with the base service provider. Alright, and then once that's done, we're going to have to run a bunch of commands here. So let's see, that's still going, but we're going to grab this. And this will publish the assets. Actually, we don't want that comment right there, just this. So publish, and it's called this elf finder, which has to do with the CRUD package. Alright, so that's all set. Let's go ahead and paste that in. And we're going to need to run all these commands. Okay, this will publish the CRUD assets. Let's go ahead and, copy that, paste that in, run it. Okay, it's really quick. Now we're going to grab this one, and this will publish the CRUD language files, so we'll copy that. This one will publish CRUD and custom elf finder config files. So these commands are just basically creating the files that we need. And then this one here is going to publish custom views, elf finder views. Alright, now we need a place, we need a folder that will allow us to upload files, okay, a place to upload our files. So we can open up the config filesystems.php file, which is right here. And if we go down to where the disks are, right here, disks, we have disks for local, for public, Amazon S3 if we were to use that. We're going to add this inside of that disks array. So let's copy it and we'll just paste it right here. And it's going to use the public path and then a folder called upload. So we actually have to create that. So let's save this, and then we're going to go over here to our public folder and we're going to create a new folder called uploads. Alright, and that's where all the uploads will go. Now if we want to add a link to the file manager in our back end, we can do that. Let's just grab this list item here with the link, and then we're going to go to our views folder, resources, views, vendor. Wait, is this the right place? This might not be right. Yeah, it is. Okay, so vendor, backpack, base, inc, and then sidebar.blade.php. And then we'll go down to here. You see where the dashboard link is. We're going to paste that li tag right in there. Alright, we'll save that. And let's go back and reload. And now we have a file manager link. If we click that, it takes us to the file manager, and we can upload files here. We can actually drag files over. So if we want to try that, let's see, I'll just grab, I don't want any of that. Let's see, let's just we'll grab a wallpaper here. And there it is. And if we look over here in the uploads folder that we created, there it is, wallpaper1.jpg. So our system can now handle back-end file uploads, which is really cool. So let's go back to the documentation. And the next thing we can do, and this is optional, but I want to do it, we can install the language file manager. Alright, so we're going to just install it with Composer. And you can see Backpack has a lot of different packages that you can optionally add and remove. So let's go ahead and run that. And then of course we need to add the provider. Copy that, and we'll go into config app.php, and let's add that right here. Okay, save it. And then we need to run the migration here, and we're going to add some tags onto it. Let's copy that. Okay, that's still running. So you can see there's a lot of commands to create the files that we need, but it's a lot quicker than manually doing it. Alright, so now we're going to run this command. This is this first migrate command right here. Okay, and then this one. And then this one. Okay, so this is going to publish the config file. And then this one is going to publish the lang file. Alright, and then we'll go down here. We can add these to our sidebar, these links. Copy. We'll go back to sidebar.blade.php, and we'll put them right here. And save, and then let's visit the back end and reload. And now you'll notice that we have languages. So we can now add language, different languages to our site. And you can put a flag image. You can see there's some predefined ones here. And then the language files, we can create new language files so that we can translate into a different language. Just something that, you know, adds to your functionality. So what we're going to do next is create a CRUD resource, and we're going to use customers. So it's going to be kind of a mini CRM. We'll be able to add customers, you know, create, read, update, and delete, and so on. It'll create a customers table in the back end, and we're going to use a generator to do that. So that's what we'll get into next.